Yesterday we started a video on either poultry or fish farming. Which one to consider? We are talking about the advantage and disadvantage of fish farming over poultry farming. So welcome to the part 2 of this video. If you have not watched the part 1, definitely check the description of this video. It's the link to watch the video is going to be there. So let's talk about the advantage of fish farming over poultry farming. So let's talk about the construction of pen. Of course, if you look at the money that will be invested in construction of pen, is much more compared to uh, uh, money that you are going to use to construct a fish pond. Let me break it down. Now, for example, now there are three types of way of rearing your fish. First of all, we can talk about the earth pond, the concrete pond, and the third one, which is a plastic one, that you're going to get a big plastic to rear it. I'm going to explain the advantage disadvantage of one over the other. Now let's talk about earth pond. Earth pond naturally is a natural habitat for your fish. Of course, you don't need to change the water often. It just is going to be constructed in a way that there will be an inlet and outlet where whenever rain is falling, the rain will be when there is excess rain, it will definitely be going out, and the water will be going out, and the water. So you don't need to change water. That is the advantage of earth pond. But disadvantage of it is flood. Because if there is flood, it can actually uh, wash away all your fish with the twinkling of an eye. So that's the advantage of earth pond. Because so, but there's advancement in it where people are trying to construct in a way that the flood or no matter what, flood is the major problem when it comes to earth pond. Now the advantage of concrete uh, pond is that definitely it's mostly constructed in a particular dimension, and it's very rare for flood to affect it because you actually have control over it. It's very difficult for you to have a inlet and outlet for it because it's still going to be possible, but the construction depends on the people that are constructing it. So that's why you need an expert to it. Then the third one, which is the bath, big bath, which you are going to definitely use to be rearing it. You is going to be constructed in such a way that there's going to be an inlet and outlet, but you have to be changing the water often because the water can get actually dirty, and it will start smelling. So you need to change the water often. So that is the disadvantage and advantage of uh, all these types of pond that you can actually use to rear your fish. So looking at the cost involved in earth pond, of course, the only thing you needed to do is the money that you are going to spend there in the construction. You can compare with a pen, because considering the amount you are going to buy net, the amount you are going to buy wood, nail, the amount you are going to buy pan. If you look at it, it's capital intensive. Of course, no matter, there is no small pen. You understand? So that is why it is very advantage. It is less expensive to consider fishery than poultry, especially when you are staying in a resident area. But one of the biggest disadvantage of fish, for to start a fish farm, is water. Water is very, very essential. In fact, there is no any alternative to it because that is where they are going to stay and live. So that's their natural habitat. So though water is needed too in poultry, because no matter what, but the water requirement in fish cannot be compared to that of poultry for automatically. So you need a steady water, and the water has to be clean, and not too, you can't automatically, you can't use a use a treated water. Of course, your water must be in a way that it won't affect the fish. So that is why it is important to understand and the type of fish you actually wanted to rear. Understand? We have some salt fish, and we have hard water fish. There are some fish that cannot survive inside hard water fish. Like for example, catfish is the most common fish that we rear in this part of this world, and tilapia. These are the part of the common fish we rear in this part of the world. So if you are trying to invest in farming, and you are considering you are trying to consider either to go into poultry or to go into a fishery. So I would advise you to go into fishery because it's require one less technical, and the capital involved in it is not so much. But at the long run, you can try to integrate, and you can try to actually do the two side by side. It is possible. It is possible to do the two together, because one when one is not forthcoming, the other one will surely be forthcoming. That is the advantage of trying many things in farming and trying mixed cropping per se. So thank you for watching this video. We hope, and I hope that we are able to learn one or two things regarding farming. So don't forget to like this video and turn on notification bell, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. We are actually on our way to 1,000 subscribers. So see you in our next video.